Speaking of the deep state, because this is what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I watched a movie called The Beekeeper. Have you seen this thing? Have you seen The Beekeeper?
I don't watch, honestly, I barely watch any movies anymore.
My friend.
I never know if they're going to be good or bad. I assume bad.
The Beekeeper is maybe the craziest movie I've ever seen in my life.
Good or bad?
Terrible.
Okay.
What? I liked it.
Okay.
Like Seagal style bad, but like crazy bad. So the whole thing is that basically there's the deep state of like there's this deep state.
Okay.
And they're essentially like fighters that come and beat everyone up and kill them if things get out of whack, because they're the bees, like how the bees.
Jason Statham.
So Jason Statham is the beekeeper, but he was an agent for, like, he was essentially one above the CIA agent, which is called the Beekeepers.
Gotcha.
And they're essentially like the deep state.
Yeah, they're dark money off the books.
And the reason is because bees are what keep everything in order, right?
Okay.
So someone gets too powerful and it's bad, the beekeepers come and take care of them, right?
Gotcha.
But then he retires from being a beekeeper, and then he becomes an actual beekeeper.
Of course.
And they never really explained the correlation. Because,
what don't you get?
Okay, but the actual beekeepers are like martial artists that go beat people up. Has nothing to do with bees.
Yeah, but I mean...
But then he's also a beekeeper after. So they keep using the bee analogies, but they don't really work. At one point, the bad guy comes in, he goes, "Hey, bee boy."
Is this in theaters right now?
I saw it on TV.
I was going to say, because I'm looking at this, I pulled it up, and they want you to pay $20 to watch this thing.
I think I paid for it.
You paid $20 to watch the
I paid
Beekeeper?
whatever it costs, my friend, because I thought the beekeeper looked good. It was up my alley. But honestly, I thought it was about a guy that was a beekeeper that was an ex-operative. Whenever I see ex-operative in the title, I'm
like,
sold.
and Jason Statham.
If I see ex-operative, you know you got me, my friend.
Okay.
But then this beekeeper business, he's a beekeeper, but then, so at one point... At one point in the beekeeper, the cop who's sort of fighting against the beekeeper keeps going, the reason he's... By the way, okay, I'm going to back up a bit. The reason the beekeeper is activated and gets back to his old ways is because there's these people that have a scam where they steal money from old people, right?
Okay.
They call people and steal, they have like a call center.
What's their race?
White. Buddy, oh my God.
What country?
My friend, do you know how this is so crazy? Do you know how normally
Eastern Europe, at least?
You would think so. It is a guy who looks like me or you, and he stands up and he goes, "We just cleaned out fucking John Adams' fucking $1 million. Let's go! Woo!"
Oh, so it's like Boiler Room.
And he walks around high-fiving people like he's a finance guy that just made a sale because they put a fucking old lady on the screen. They go, "Just cleaned her at a house and home," and everyone goes, "Woo!" It's like 25 white guys walking around chest bumping each other because they just cleaned out another old lady.
I imagine none of their they're all like McGinneys and no Steins, I imagine. No,
my
Goldbergs.
friend, it gets crazier. This is just one franchise. So there's 40 of them, and they have I think they said 40 to 50, something around that.
Yeah.
And they're all little franchises with 30 people working at all of them on the call center, closing deals, cleaning out old people's things where they get their password and they clean them out.
Okay.
And they got like their scoreboard, like who's on the board. And they've got 50 of them. And this is like, there's one just downtown Manhattan, 50 guys go to work and just clean out old ladies all day long illegally, right?
Yep.
The cops can't do anything about it. Do you want to know why?
Why?
The one running these guys is the female president's son. So the female president of America,
the United States.
The female president of the United States of America, her son.
So this is sci-fi, is what you're saying. This is a sci-fi.
They can't decide whether it's sci-fi or not.
I mean, if you say it's a female president,
there's literally one where he fights it's a completely normal movie, like military style, except for one scene where the other beekeeper comes and she's basically Kill Bill. She's got this like wacky outfit on and they're fighting and it's sci-fi for about 45 seconds and it goes back to a normal movie. So the lady that's trying to track down the beekeeper because he's trying to kill everyone keeps saying, she goes, the reason he's trying to kill the mom is because bees, when they make a defective offspring, you have to kill the queen, right?
Okay.
So they say that all movie and that he's doing these bee analogies, right?
Like, wait, so you lost me for a second here. Are we talking about the president, the queen? Like he's trying to kill the president?
The president of the United States of America
is now being tried.
Son son is running a 50 franchise, cleaning out old people illegally operation.
So basically a Hunter Biden scenario, and then
Biden,
and they have to kill.
Hunter Biden runs 50 different insurance franchises where it's literally a bunch of guys walking around like, woo, just took another old lady's life savings.
Boiler room scam kind of things.
Yes, cleaning out millions of dollars from old black ladies in this thing.
Knows about it? Who? Are they implied that the president knows?
She kind of finds out about it at the end, and she says she's not happy about it.
That's it? She's just not happy that her son is a giant scammer?
Some of the money got used to fund her campaign financing.
Oh, so this is a little... I see what they're doing here.
Danny's back in. But they keep saying the bee analogies where they go Statham... Because they're trying to track what Statham does, and they keep saying, you don't understand, the beekeepers. Like anyone, even the president's son, he goes to call other people, and he's like, dude, I need to do something. And he goes, who is it? He goes, the beekeeper. He goes, honestly, I'd say your prayers tonight, because no one's ever...
I love how this is supposed to be this super secret covert thing, but everyone knows who this guy is. He's like a fucking Michael Jordan. Everybody just...
Okay, imagine... But also if you were a super secret thing called a beekeeper, right?
Yeah.
Once you retire, why do you go become an actual beekeeper? They never explain why, just because it's called the Beekeepers, why is he an actual beekeeper?
Got into beekeeping.
So I'm going to finish this point, is that they keep saying that he's trying to kill the queen because everything this guy does is bee-oriented, right? And then at the end, he gets in there, kills the son, doesn't kill the mom, and it had nothing to do with bees once again. They keep saying all these bee analogies, and then none of them actually happen.
Is there any Jerry Seinfeld?
So the only thing that has anything to do with bees is he's a beekeeper, and his other job was also called a beekeeper.
Right.
But none of the stuff he does is bee-oriented.
Well, I guess he killed the defective of the queen bee.
He didn't do it. He kills the son.
That's what I'm saying, though.
That's not what beekeepers do.
Because they have to kill the queen.
Beekeepers kill the queen.
Gotcha.
It honestly was hurting my brain. You're like, so why were you drilling it down the entire movie that he's acting in accordance with the bees if he's not?
Yeah.
So it had nothing to do with bees. So it was like, it doesn't...
Sounds pretty stupid, yeah. Seinfeld in it? Cameo?
From B-Movie?
From B-Movie?
He walks into the White House. He kills 800 people single-handedly, by the way. So
in the White House?
Oh, he kills them in the White House. So they have their other White House that they're at. So like their summer home of the White House. So there's basically like 45 people guarding the president's door. There's 45 people outside. And then he just sort of walks in, kills them all one by one, marches into the room where the president is, kills the son, jumps out the window and goes home.
Does he have his British accent, or is he doing an American accent for this?
I think he has an American accent, come to think of it, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
But he must have had an American accent.
Yeah, that wouldn't not that we're trying to make sense of this, but
the fact that the deep state's the beekeepers is so crazy.
Yeah, that sounds like a piece of shit. It has decent reviews.
I couldn't believe this movie was fucking nuts, and they keep revealing things like, oh, by the way, the son who runs who runs all these things, that ends up being the. You know what the villains seem like? Do you know when you watch a movie like Ninja Turtles, and the bad guys are almost like caricatures? It was really like a lot of it was like that.
I guess for action thrillers, though, that is kind of what you got to do. Is you got to make them these it's gotta be these kind of caricatures a bit.
I don't think that's true. That's not really the case a lot of times in these kind of movies.
That is like
it's more my genre than yours.
Yeah, action movies. I have not watched any.
It's only I just literally scroll through before I see retired something. Retired operative, retired CIA agent, retired. That's the only movies I watch, man. Coming back for one last job.
I'm more of a Gran Torino type of guy. I just like an old man being racist, you know? That's what I like.
Let's go.
Just him sitting on the front porch just being racist.
Nothing wrong with that, my friend.
Great movie.